aha moments. Please help me welcome Lili Johnson.
Does this scenario look familiar to you after the holidays? How would you like to not be stressed out and penniless after the holidays? How'd you like to really enjoy it for once? Enjoy them. What we're going to do is a 3-segment approach here to feeling happier and more fulfilled and have a thicker wallet once the whole thing is done. You're going to be hearing about gifts in general, shopping at a warehouse that's membership oriented like Costco or Sam's Club, and then a special tool for those who just will not enter the shopping place at all and have other motives. What we need to start with is the 5 love languages. Has anyone cracked open this book before? Woohoo! Now there's a romantic looking couple on here, the 5 love languages cover. We're not going to be talking necessarily about romance, but that would be smart with me. What we're going to be talking about for the first part here is what love languages are, really quickly, because I know a lot of you have heard of it. Just think of it as ways that people like to be appreciated. Forget about the significant other aspect of it. Just people in general, how do they like to be acknowledged? We've got acts of service. We've got physical touch, quality time, words of affirmation, and a 5th one that just completely flew out of my head here. Gifts. Physical, the irony. Gifts, the one I was looking for. Wouldn't it be nice if you could just skip the gifts entirely? I mean, yes, I do love to give gifts, but what if the person doesn't even want a gift? It's happened to me, unfortunately, a couple months ago. It had nothing to do with the holidays, but it made me realize that we need to discuss this, because you're supposed to be giving something out of joy to recognize the person. Well, imagine the person had a birthday, a milestone birthday. And I thought, wow, I love to acknowledge people with gifts. If it's a milestone birthday, let's get her a gift card. I heard crickets. Literally nothing. Now, truth be told, you don't expect a thank you or any acknowledgement. It's just given for the sake of being a nice person. But this person is really polite and normally acknowledges in some way. And so I thought, did they not get it? Did they like it? Did it get lost in the mail? What happened? What's embarrassing here is I thought I was fluent in the 5 love languages. I mean, I've studied personal development inside out. It's ridiculous. Gifts are not this person's love language. I had no idea. It helps to ask around if you don't know the person that well. Ask someone who does know them. In this case, my husband. He just didn't want to wreck my enthusiasm because I really wanted to send this gift. I said to him, how is it possible someone who's so cordial, so well-mannered that she didn't even respond? And he said, actually, gifts aren't her thing. I thought, now it makes sense. And it's funny because later I talked with a friend who asked me point blank, what's her love language? I thought, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't that even cross my mind? Because I just assumed people like gifts. Not necessarily. So she got a pass for not thanking me because she probably didn't care because it didn't go on her radar. It's like, okay, you don't always thank people for sending Christmas greetings. It's a lesson learned. Make sure that the person you're planning on gifting something to actually wants a gift. And if they've never heard of love languages, you might just say, okay, I'm kind of in a panic. It's the, 15th, and I've been wanting to acknowledge you somehow for the holidays. What makes you feel special? Words, time, and they'll think you're really smart as if actually I read the 5 love languages. What if the person doesn't necessarily wanted to gift, but you like to give gifts. In my husband's case, it's physical touch. So how are you going to wrap that up? You can write a little card and say, okay, you can use this coupon for 30 minutes of a back massage. It's still technically a gift. It's wrapped up. You can open it. And how much did that cost me? Okay, maybe the card, let's be more retentive, maybe 10 cents. But in general, I didn't break the bank to get him the gift that he really wanted. Just make sure that the person you're gifting something to actually wanted it, or can you save money and both of your sanity. You got that idea? Next thing, we're going to use a little technology as well as these membership type of stores. I'm going to also be pulling in an actress for a few moments. Not a paid actress, but it's good enough. I work in a membership-oriented store, and I've noticed a few things. Except, oh my God, oh, that's his I realized that there's signage for sale items. This is a really good time to go get sale items at a membership-oriented place like Sam's Club or Costco. Go while they're giving samples. Call to see when they're giving samples. If it's an hour before they're closing the sample time, that's an excellent time to get a sample. Because no one wants to waste food. You'll be getting big samples of food, so you can taste it before you buy it, and maybe not buy it if you didn't like it. Also, the names of these sample items will have an indicator that it's on sale. Maybe if it's not on sale, you just stay away and do something else. Usually says something like $10 minus 4 because it's $4 off. Fly over there and try it out. Also, the end caps of these places tend to have the seasonal or for sale items. I just got somebody a 12-pack of, what was it, ginger beer, because it was on a big discount. I thought, yay, I'm saving over the holidays, this works awesome. Or in the middle parts of the store, not quite the aisle, but like the floater parts, whatever they call it. Look there for the deals. The other thing, what if you spent less time in the returns section? If the person you were shopping for actually got to pick their item. For this, I will enlist a friend on, excuse me, my cousin Maple for today. Oh, just blew my cover. Let me get in my cousin Mabel, just a moment here, on Duo. She gets to see her gift before she gets it. Imagine if I get the quality time I need, she gets the gifts she wants, she gets to see it and pick it, and thereby you're saving dough because you got to choose within your budget. There you are.
Oh, Cousin Lily.
Cousin Mabel.
So good to see you.
Let me show you which plate you might have been deciding on. We've got this fake food plate or this fake food plate. Was I right in choosing this one, or which one would you like?
Well, honestly, first of all, thank you. I absolutely love presents. But the food on the left plate, that's the one that I want.
Oh.
Does the food get included?
The fake food is part of the package, and I'm so glad we were able to chat because, oh my goodness, Cousin Mabel, I would have spent hours returning something you didn't even want. So,
Oh, yeah.
you
Well,
totally rock.
my husband gave me a soup tureen for our anniversary, you know?
Yeah.
And the thing is, I collect Windsor ware, and this tureen was an Oneida.
Oh, jeez.
Cousin Lily.
Oh no.
I said, don't you remember what I like? I just sat down and had a good cry.
Oh.
He didn't even love me anymore. He can't get me
Oh.
gifts.
Well,
That's what I need.
I appreciate you being on here. And I will be sending it immediately, and oh, happy holidays, Cousin Mabel.
Well, happy holidays to you, Cousin
Oh,
Lily.
thanks so much. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. How much easier was that? It was amazing. It just took a phone call with a duo or do it FaceTime, whatever works for you. Just save your dough and something they didn't want in the first place. Now, here's the last bit. Imagine, this also is about technology, that you have someone like me who hates shopping, except for chocolate, beer, and books. That's about it, honestly. What if you just were to use technology to order everything? And what if that person really wanted an extra education in 2022, but didn't know how would they afford an extra maybe an entrepreneurial education, something they wouldn't find in everyday universities, but they think, oh, and I mean, I'd rather study online, but I don't want to follow their schedule. But, I really do love traveling. But how am I going to do both of those and not shop on it, not enter a store, and save for everything? It's just too much. There's an app for that. You know that the billionaires platform, also known as Amazon, made something like $4 trillion last year when people switched over their shopping habits due to COVID, etc. People's platform is where we do the shopping, we give just for shopping in a slightly different way. And I came across the program that did it a couple years ago, and we tried out the platform maybe a year and a half. We get cash back depending on what store we pick. Amazon is on here now. So for a person like me who would rather not enter a store, I can click on it, make a gift card for myself. It gives cash back instantly, small amounts, just fights inflation, and at the same time, first of all, I don't like looking for savings. I hate looking for savings. I know people who take great pride in finding savings all over the place. They dig for it. They research it. I'm not one of them. I'll even pay a small amount monthly for it all to come to me, for me to not have to think about it. Well, guess what? That service fee is what I get in trip credits each month. So we probably have about 500 trip credits banked, so that when we end up going to Las Vegas in a couple months, we will get a nice discount on a hotel place or a resort. And on top of that, there are podcasts to be listening to, which I again don't enjoy researching who's legit out there. There are people who love researching. I'm not one of them. But I know the people who created these podcasts, and I know that they've got fruit on the tree, success, so to speak. So a person who likes to have advanced education, something different from the norm, would like something like this, as well as the ability to save for the trips without thinking about it, and getting instant cash back at places without having to leave their home. So you just are doing this on the phone, technology, people's platform. Just on a monthly basis, putting aside money for a trip, getting cash back, not leaving their home, and listening to podcasts at whatever time of day they want, in Spanish, French, or English, and improving their mind, and getting a different type of education. You can try that out. So to recap, love language. Does the person really need a gift? Or create something that simulates a gift to make you feel better and they get what they want. Warehouse experience, go through there at the right time to get the right samples at the right price, and bring technology to bring your friend or relative along to make it even more reasonably costing and give them what they want. And then finally, the people's platform for the person who doesn't want to leave their house, wants an education, and wants trips. Tie that together and you're going to have a hell of a lot better holiday. Thank you.